You're watching News Channel 11 in your corner at 5.
Bristol, Virginia Utilities' former chief financial officer will soon report to prison to begin serving a 34-month prison sentence. Thanks for choosing News Channel 11 at 5. I'm Sarah Diamond.
I'm Josh Smith. We deliver that breaking news live today at noon. A federal judge sentenced Stacey Pomrenke today to time behind bars for her crimes of corruption and contempt of court. Our community watchdog Nate Morabito was there as Pomrenke cried and put her face in her hands as the judge announced her fate.
Yeah, that nearly 3-year prison sentence came not long after Pomrenke herself stood before the judge crying as she begged him for leniency. For the first time, she apologized and took responsibility for her, quote, poor choices. In a prepared statement, she told the judge she's not a bad person, and that she never meant to hurt anybody, especially her kids. That's when she started weeping and said, quote, I am begging for leniency for my 2 children. I beg you for them, end quote. In the end, Judge James Jones was lenient, deciding to sentence her below the federal guidelines. For one, he agreed with Pomrenke's defense team in that she's received plenty of public humiliation over this. He also said he didn't feel she was the main culprit in the, quote, wave of corruption that's washed over BVU, end quote. That said, he sentenced her to more time behind bars than any other defendant in this investigation will ultimately serve. Take a look at that bar graph there. The judge weighed both sides before making his decision, saying to the defense, she's an outstanding, compassionate, caring human being. To the government, she's greedy, a fraud, and a lifelong liar. Prosecutors actually wanted to see her serve more time than she received, but told us afterwards they have no complaints.
We're very pleased with the sentence, significant term of incarceration, and in addition to monetary penalties.
Speaking of money, the judge ordered her to pay roughly $60,000 in fines, restitution, and forfeitures. The judge is allowing her to self-report to a women's prison in West Virginia in the coming weeks. She walked out of court today with her husband by her side, juvenile court judge Kurt Pomrenke. You see him right there at the right of the screen. A man prosecutors confirmed still remains under investigation. They previously said they're investigating him for possible witness tampering.
Nate, more people going to prison. Where does the BVU investigation as a whole stand?
Well, prosecutors say that investigation, which has now netted prison time for 9 people, remains ongoing. I asked the assistant U.S. attorney how much longer they're going to pursue this investigation. He told me he cannot comment.
Nate, you've been reporting on it from the start. Thanks for the update tonight, Nate Morabito. Sarah?